and welcome to Blinkers Off, and it's great to be back for Group 1 Stradbroke Racing Day at Eagle Farm. We return to Eagle Farm for the first time in 18 months and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great day's racing, a 10 race program with the Group 1 Atkins, the Stradbroke, the Derby and the Oaks along with the Brisbane Cup. It's a great day, and on the show we've got Darren Weir who talks about Blackheart Bart, Howard Be Thy Name and Real Love. It's an exciting show. We've got Matty McGilvray, who's now riding in Sydney in 2020. And we take a look at the number of runners in the Stradbroke. It's exciting. We've got lots coming up. And firstly, I'm joined by big-time footy coach Ben Perkins. Ben, welcome, mate.
G'day, Jesse.
How you been?
Well, I'm still breathing, but we are back to... this is the first time that Eagle Farm is going to race, and it's on Stradbroke Day, which is absolutely astonishing. So the punters have got, after the big washout last week, which, as I was concerned, were tears for Muhammad Ali, the way the rain came down. But no one knows how the track's going to play. People have got ideas it's going to play as a dead 4 or a dead 5 because it's a little bit loose and shifty.
They're talking a good 3.
And they're also talking about watering the track on Thursday.
Yeah, they were talking about doing 5 mils.
So who knows how the track's going to play, so we are going to be sort of trying to have what we'd call an educated guess.
Well, with that educated guess, let's take a look at race 7, the first leg out of the quaddie, the JJ Atkins. Looks to be a good race. Some nice horses in here, Ben. How do you see it?
Well, there's at least 6 go-forward horses, so I think the pace will be genuine. Now, I was all over this Sacred Elixir last start, but you know, so we got the right price last time, and now, of course, it was the big flashing red light runner, and so now we've got to take sort of like half that. It's around the $5 mark, but gee, it seems like a very nice racehorse. Now, Nikitas, its first up run was abysmal, but the word from the stable was that, oh no, don't worry about that. No, the horse is not right. We'll get him right. We'll get him right. And its run last start was terrific. He improved enormously, and if he can improve again, and being by Schnitzel, the word from the stable is will not mind a bit of sting out of the track, just that little bit of softness. Number 2, Attention. Now, I backed this horse at 20 to 1 in Sydney, and then I got dumb and thought, well, I've made my good money out of it. Do you know what I mean? And then the price came and so I'll leave it go. But the fact of the matter is, I forgot that the horse does have genuine ability, so it'll run a very honest race. And look, I've got a tip for a horse called Jaws of Steel. Normally, I don't go for the Melbourne horses, but my trackman has told me I've got to include it somewhere, so I am.
There it is, eh?
Yeah, Jaws of Steel.
Jaws of Steel. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at Sacred Elixir's last start run. Also in the race, Attention was the winner, but Sacred Elixir highlighted here in the last start run.
Ketis, the next one. Suchet's going forward on the outside. He's still 4 lengths off the leader. Crack Me Up and Ken Decker on Earth on the outside from Oink and Cadogan. 350 metres left to go, and quickly Attention moves up on the outside of Dreams of Plenty. Ketis about a length and a half away. Suchet on the outside, then Meet and Greet. Attention narrowly. Dreams of Plenty won't go away. Ketis, Suchet on the outside. It's Attention narrowly. Suchet down the outside. Dreams of Plenty on the rail. Attention just in front of Dreams of Plenty, and Attention's won the side by a neck on the line to Dreams of Plenty.
Well, Ben, Sacred Elixir there, very unlucky, like we saw, red lighted, big run. Just hope the mile at Eagle Farm really looks like it'll suit it down to the ground.
Oh, Eagle Farm horse for sure and certain.
Righto, race 8, the Derby. Great race here, the Queensland Derby. A few chances. We catch up with Darren Weir later on in the show. How do you see the race panning out?
Well, there's at least 6 go-forward horses here again. I've got your horse, Jerry, there. You know, McIntosh, which I'm calling Jerry and the Pacemaker, because that's what he's going to do, because I'm going here with the secret teachings.
I'm disappointed taking the 340 2 weeks ago.
You were told not to.
But anyway, at least I got a run. They weren't going to run it, so at least I'm getting a run for my money.
Yeah, you get a run for your money, up in the lead, put on for the stablemate, because I'm going with the secret teachings here, which are for me and again me, because number 6 here in Costa Line, the Waller horse, the stablemate to McIntosh. It's going to sit in behind it and pull out and go bang. This horse's win last start, I just thought was absolutely emphatic and extremely impressive. And Waller horses do not go backwards. Now, look, the horse I've been talking about all the way through.
You know, with
the secret teachings. The secret teachings
You're on it 4 weeks ago, then you're on it again 2 weeks ago, now you're off it.
Well, I'm on it at $11 also. I backed it pre-post. But the secret teachings say that Eagle Way will run second. So I've got to come on here and I've got to be honest with you. I'm declaring that Eagle Way will run second, and I'm declaring also that I hope I'm wrong because I'm on it at 10 to 1. But
in Costa Line, eh?
In Costa Line, 17 starter, Eagle Way, Howard Be Thy Name.
Yeah, well,
no, it's going to be fifth offence.
Yeah.
And
Looks to get
Darren
a
Weir
good run.
horses.
They're flying.
Oh, stop it. And the other one who's going to get back in the field is that
I kind of like SGL.
SGL. Yeah, like its last run was a very good run.
It was unlucky. Got held up. It got bottled up at around the 600 before the home turn. We're gonna. It also take a look at that race when talking to Darren Wynn. You can see it gets caught up, goes to find a run, and it just gets blocked and then gets out late and runs home. And looks to be definitely a chance of running the 2 mile, mile and a half anyway.
The bottom line is, if one of these 4 horses do not win, I'll be moping.
Yeah, even though I'm on McIntosh. All right.
The pacemaker.
I'm hoping. I'm just got my fingers crossed. Anyway, it's 2020 time. We're down the track with Matty McGilvray. Do you like baths or showers?
Showers.
What annoys you the most?
Not being able to sleep well.
Favourite drink?
A Powerade.
The one single food you'd never give up?
Carbonara.
Favourite movie?
Troy.
Favourite food?
Italian.
Footy team?
Broncos.
Favourite sport?
Horse racing.
Pen or pencil?
Pen.
Who's the first person you call when having a bad day?
Probably my best friend.
Favourite season?
Summer.
Favourite day of the week?
Hopefully Saturday.
Chocolate or strawberry?
Chocolate.
Do you play a musical instrument?
The guitar.
Favourite song?
I'm an all-rounder.
TV show you secretly enjoy?
I do like porn star.
One place you could travel to right now?
Probably Italy.
Movies or TV?
Movies.
Blondes or brunettes?
All day blondes.
It was always good catching up with Matty McGilvray there, and he's doing really well down in Sydney, and he's got a plenty of promise down there, and he'll do well. Now it's the Stradbroke, the Group 1 handicap over the 1400. It's a massive race, lots of chances, very open this year. How Eagle Farm's going to play after 9 races, or after 8 races, it's going to be a big question.
But Jesse, do you remember the time when I was running around in my red suit on Stradbroke Day? I had $400 pre-post on Toledo, trained by Russell Cameron at 25 to 1.
Yes.
And he went bang, and I was just running around going, I'm rich, where's my helicopter? They were happy times.
Well, I'm sure I found one here at 100 to 1. One called Big Money. I took the 100 to 1 on Wednesday. I thought it was just an absolutely ridiculous price. I've had a little bit on it for a place at $26.
A handy 6th from memory.
Against Blackheart Bart. Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good run. It got held, went back.
The horse has shown ability.
I'll tell you, at 100 to 1, it's worth $1 a place. And I thought, I took the $26 a place, and I think that's fairly worthy odds. How do you see the race panning out?
Well, the way I see it panning out is, I think there's at least 5 horses that go forward. So we've got 2 Blue, Takedown, Charmed Harmony, Malaguera and Hooked will sit behind them. So there should be enough pace there.
Hooked might not even run, so I've whispers from
I heard
around.
it had a bit of an accident during the week. Yeah. I think the jockey got a serve last time too. But it should be sitting like 4th or 5th or 6th sort of thing, waiting to come out. But I just kept looking at number 12, Counterattack. It's got the weight drop, and it absolutely blitzed them last time. And I thought Eagle Farm would also suit. And
Jose on?
And with, exactly right.
Big booking.
Yeah. And it's got no weight, and the horse is in tremendous form. And its win last start I thought was absolutely emphatic.
Well, just on that, we're going to take a look at Counterattack winning now. Okay, so here we are with Counterattack winning his last start.
Back 4th, last followed by Too Good Refused, Den Magic and Sulphur Song still last at the 400 metres mark, and Fiery Heights by a neck here to take down Counterattack on the outside. In his stride, Perfect Dare, Right Advice, Privlaka and Rangi Po on the outside down past the 200 metre mark, and Counterattack has moved up and taken the lead here. Takedown trying to go, Counterattack in front from Takedown. Counterattack in front with 50 metres left to go. Counterattack is clear, and Counterattack has won it by 3/4 from Takedown. Perfect Dare 3rd. Photo 4 Tavach.
Counterattack, good run there. Ben, it was a good run, and definitely 52.5. Jose Moera, Chris Waller, got to be a big chance.
Yeah, I took the $7. Now look, this is a using your imagination one here that I've put number 17 here, Takedown. It's a 20-to-1 shot.
Can't win.
I understand what you're saying here. I'm just use my imagination, because in case the track is favouring horses up on the pace on the fence.
Farm, though.
I know, but no one knows how the track is going to play.
It won't pay on the fence.
And it's
I'll tell you now, with the camber, the fence will be no benefit.
Well,
That's why
like
I'm just
maybe
saying.
my imagination's, well, it's lunacy.
I think so.
But having said that, I still think it's a good roughie for your Quinella, and throw it in just in case the fence is playing hot.
I've got a big question over running 1400 as well.
I know that, but it's also got absolutely no weight. Now, number 18, I put $20 on this at 150 to 1.
Well, that's a waste of $20.
Well, it could well be, but
It's
150
a class
to 1.
A class 1 in a group 1.
If they're going to be running on, I'm looking for new horses.
If they're going to be running on, you think that can outrun Ascadelia?
Probably not, no, but 150 to 1. It's the
Please.
races. No, and Ascadelia, if this track was wet, I'd tip it to win. But this track will still suit it, probably being Eagle Farm.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic horse. But I've just tried to use my imagination here, because no one knows how this track is going to actually play.
Well, we're going to take a look at Music Magnate winning his last start in the Cup.
Off this frantic speed, 600 metres left to go, and Hooked on the outside's got the lead now from 2 Blue, Fell Swoop third. They're out by 6 lengths still from Music Magnate, Dothraki, Charlie Boy's under pressure, Ascadelia on the outside, Delectation second last, and Scarlet Billows dropped out homeward bound, 350 metres left to go, and Fell Swoop has taken a slender lead from Hooked on the outside, Music Magnate, and here's Ascadelia down the outside, Fell Swoop, Music Magnate, Dothraki coming through, Ascadelia down the outside. Music Magnate's taken the lead with 100 metres left to go. Music Magnate's in front, and Music Magnate wins the Doomben 10,000. Music Magnate from a photo as Ascadelia out wide.
Good win there by Music Magnate. Now, during the week, I caught up with Jean Van Overmere, an apprentice jockey and the foreman, travelling foreman for Bjorn Baker. I'm joined by Jean Overmere, apprentice for Bjorn Baker. Welcome again, Jean.
How's it going? You well?
I'm very well, mate. Hopefully we can find a winner or two on Saturday. Now we're looking at Music Magnate. Great win last start. How's he come along?
He's been phenomenal. He's thrived since his last one, and since he's been up here in the Gold Coast, he's just come along nicely, kept his condition, and just really doing really well up here.
Yeah, how do you find you'll handle the 1400?
I think it'll be no problem. I think he'll stay in. I think it'll be no problem whatsoever.
Cadogan?
Yep.
Geez, he looks well.
He's a nice, strong-looking colt, isn't he? But smart missile. Strong-looking colt, and he's been phenomenal as well. Doing really well in his work, thriving up here. And we worked him on Tuesday, a bit of fast work, and I was very pleased with him.
Do you think he'll get the mile?
Oh, without a doubt, yes. I reckon he will. Yep.
Just on yourself, you're an apprentice jockey. When do you start your first trial?
Oh, I had my first couple of trials a couple of weeks ago up here in the Gold Coast, but then I'll carry on as soon as I get back to Sydney, and got to do 20 trials, and I'll start race riding, and hopefully it'll go well for me.
Well, hopefully we'll be cheering and not throwing stuff at you when you start riding.
No, well, that's what I hope so.
Good luck with it, Jean, and look forward to having you on the show again sometime soon.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
It was good catching up with Jean Van Overmere, an apprentice who's going to be riding plenty of winners, hopefully, down in Sydney. Just looking there at Music Magnate, he looks spectacular, but what really took my eye, Ben, was Cadogan. He just looks something he just looks a picture. And he looks so good, I'm going to have a little bet on him as well.
Yeah,
I think him and Sacred Elixir are the two.
I'll be throwing him in the quaddie, because Beyond Baker, like my eyes popped out a little bit. You could see him physically get a little bit excited about this horse.
Yeah.
And if he's excited about it, well, I'm a little bit excited as well.
And I can tell you, he does look $1 million.
Eagle Farm's going to suit him.
He will too, exactly.
Like Doomben. I'm over Doomben.
All right, I think everyone's over Doomben, but what people aren't over is Darren Weir.
Now, you got Blackheart Bart in the main race to Stradbroke. Drawn gate 10, what are you thinking? Well, happy with the way he's got up here. He flew up last night. The boys took him for a wade in the beach this afternoon, said he was really good. So obviously we don't know how the track will play, but I would have thought barrier 10's about where we need to draw. We were sort of hoping somewhere around midfield for the barrier. So 10 of 18's okay, and he'll get his chance.
And 58 kilos, not even worried about that big, strong fellow?
Yeah, I don't think the weight will worry him. He's a big, strong horse. He's a very honest horse. Really good horse, so looking forward to seeing him run.
And now in the Derby, you've got Howard Be Thy Name. Now, it should get the cosiest run. I've got it mapped about fifth defence. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I would have thought you'd be about right. He's a horse that's come a long way in a short time. You know, over the last sort of 6 weeks, we took him across to Tassie for the Derby over there. He got beat, but a small margin, by a pretty good horse that was in form over there, and then it sort of was the making of the horse. He's all his runs since then have been terrific, and won well in the South Australian Derby and come up here and ran well into the lead up to this race. So he's in good shape too.
Well, I don't think it's any understatement to say that when any horse gets near you, they can improve out of sight in a very rapid rate of time. And you really do have the key. You are a master trainer, and it's been an enormous thrill to speak with you. Are there any other runners with whom you are interested?
Oh, obviously Real Love. She's a real quality mare, you know. Yeah, she was a great pickup for the stable. Simple horse to train, you know, great honest mare.
But how can a horse do what she has done by travelling over the 2 miles and coming back in journey, and then a few weeks later coming up and then winning? I mean, that's just, to me, that is just phenomenal.
Oh well, it's that's credit to the horse, I guess.
And the trainer and the staff.
And the staff, yeah. I have to give the staff a big rap there. But good mare. She freshened up really well from the Adelaide Cup, and probably should have won at Caulfield. Was a unlucky second, didn't get the best of rides, and then it's gone on from there. And she's gone really well up here, and she's thriving. And Brad give her a gallop at the Sunshine Coast on Sunday between races. Thought she worked really well, and then she went to Doomben this morning and just had a stride around and stretch the legs, and very fit, sound horse, that one. So she always runs well, so I can't see why she won't again.
Well, let me say on behalf of all horse lovers that you, sir, are an absolute superstar of the game, and it's an enormous thrill to see your smiling face here, and we wish you all the best for the weekend, because you're a fantastic trainer. Fantastic.
Thanks for that. Bit embarrassing, but anyway.
No, well deserved. You deserve it.
No worries, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Ben catching up there with Darren Weir. He's he's got
a great smile. Hasn't he got a great smile? Very engaging, just a happy bloke. And why wouldn't he be happy? He's a superstar horse trainer.
He's just got great personality, doesn't he?
Yeah,
just pure genuine.
10%. Just big money, 10%.
Well, coming up, we've got a wrap on the Magic Millions National Broodmare Weanling and Yearling Sale. As well, we're catching up with Steve Madgwick and OLBG, where he's got a few tips for the soccer there.
Hi Jesse, a quick word on the Derby last weekend. The stats still run true. The winner comes from the first three in the betting. What we didn't account for was that the winner will be back from $15 into $8 on the day. Back to football this weekend then. It's the Euro 2016 Championships kicking off in France, and we've got 3 bets for you on Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Hosts France will play Romania in the opening game. They tend to be cagey affairs, and Romania are no mugs. $5.40 is available for the draw in this opening match, and that is what the OLBG.com members are going to be on. On Saturday, England will be playing Russia in their first game. Now, England are not going to be winning this championship by any means, but they're playing a very poor Russian side that are out of form and have lost 2 key players. $1.91 for an England win. We think is going to be value, and that's going to be bet 2. The third one of the weekend, and this game is coming up on Sunday morning for you over there, is Poland versus Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland give very little away at the back, and we think this is is going to be a low-scoring game, maybe a 0-0, maybe a 1-1, but overall, we're going to take the $3.70 about the draw. We're going to play this in multis as well. We're going to put them into doubles and into trebles. The treble itself pays $38, and if we get this right this week, all is going to be good in the olbg.com.au house. We'll see you next week.
OLBG, free sports betting tips to help you beat the bookies. Visit olbg.com.
Tipping England to beat Russia. Tipping Northern Ireland for the draw. All right, it's during the week. It was a wrap-up of the Magic Million sales with the Broodmare, Weanling and Yearling sale. And Belinda Kelly is doing a report on how the sale went.
Hi, I'm Belinda Kelly and I'm at the Gold Coast Magic Million Sales Complex where the national sales have been occurring over the past week, and we are going to take a look at some of the highlights now.
To you at 3,300,000 for the third and final call. We're out left 4, he said. 3,400,000. 3,000,004. How are we? 3,000,004. What do we think? Want to be 5? You want to be 5? At 3,400,000 with Clint Donovan's call out in front. How's the phone, sir? You're gone? At 3,400,000. Once to Clint, twice for the third and final call. We're out this side as well. Come back if you like. At 3,400,000. I cash her and I sell her. A rare gem she is. I sell her for 3,400,000.
At 1,900,000, we sell her out, hammers up, for 1.9.
At 1,400,000, I cash her left side. At 1,400,000 left once, twice for the third and final time. I cash her at 1,400,000. I sell her and I cash her for 1,400,000.
And what a fantastic week it's been for the Magic Millions. Here's hoping that next year will be just as good, if not better.
Well, what a cracking week the Magic Million sale was. The Broodmare sale, the Yearly sale, and the Weanling sale. Sales just went through the roof. 3.4 million top seller. The sale trend is just bucking all trends and just going higher and higher each year.
I was down here watching, and there's just so much money in horses.
Well, we're here now, and we're going to look at race 10, the last leg of the quaddie, the last leg of the program at Eagle Farm, returning after 18 months. How do you see this race? I mean, we went through it last week after a bog. Now it's going to be a good track.
Well, will it be good?
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, I want to give an honourable mention to Dawny Perfect, Queen of Wands, 40 to 1, please God, Alaskan Rose, but I've left them out, and I've ended up sticking with Khabib because I think the goodies track, and you know it's going to get a good run. So I'd rather be on a horse which I know is going to be sitting 6th or 7th in the box seat, cruising along, and the jockey keeps saying he'll get the distance, and he's going super well. So.
Yeah.
And it's $12, so what's the difference? I've gone for it.
Ben, your best bet on the program, if you've got one?
Well, I've put up 2 best bets just for the sake of having a best bet, because you are guessing first go at this track. I've got Counter Attack in the Stradbroke because I think it's a very smart horse, and the other horse I've put in there is Eagle Way, each way, hoping that the secret teachings are just that little bit wrong this time, and the horse doesn't run second but actually wins. But I think Eagle's Way will run a fantastic race.
Yeah, no, mine is, I'd like Sacred Elixir. I think it's a good bet. But after seeing Cadogan during the week, I think that's the main danger. I'm going to take the Quinella. I'm going to back them both.
Yeah,
I've
beyond
taken the
Baker,
$6.
he was just...
I know,
he's excited about this racehorse, and like Eagle Farm is a different race course to Doomben, and I think you can just rip up the Doomben form, and you can't do it fast enough.
No, that's right.
Because I think that Eagle Farm is just going to be a whole new racing hemisphere.
And my other bet's big money at 100 to 1. I've taken the 100 to 1. There's not much I can do about it, so I think
never knock a
26.
roughie. Never knock a roughie.
Well, at 100 to 1,
What's the
you know,
difference?
$26, a few dollars a place. You can't go wrong.
Before you know it, your kids will have shoes and maybe even some socks.
All right, well, that's all we have. Thanks, Ben. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Hopefully we can find a winner or two during the week, and hopefully maybe Darren Weir can lead you into a winner. All right, thanks for joining us. See you next week. Bye for now.